I do think that there is a good reason that Silent Hill F has Souls-like combat. Hinako doesn't have trained fighting experience, and there's no guns in 1960s Japan. And for those of you who would say just don't add combat in, I think that's bad too, because how many times have you been playing a horror game where you can't fight back and you see a brick on the ground and you just want to throw it at the creature, but you're not allowed to? I think it's pretty realistic to have a fighting system in the game, and since we have a character who is struggling to fight these creatures, Souls-like combat makes the most sense, being that it's very challenging. Many people are also relating it to Resident Evil 6, stating that they're just using the Souls-like combat as a gimmick to get people in. Resident Evil 6 is widely known as the wake-up call for Capcom. Their previous titles before that, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, were very successful, but they also relied heavily on combat, and Capcom took this the wrong way. They thought that the combat was what made Resident Evil what it was. People hated this, and I completely understand. Combat isn't what makes a game. As a kid, I played Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5 multiple times. I pre-ordered Resident Evil 6, and whenever I got it, I was thoroughly disappointed. I couldn't even complete the game because the action and the storyline was like so bad. But let's look back to Silent Hill F. It's pretty evident from the trailer and the demos alone that this game is not ditching the horror for the action. I mean, the trailer even ends with Hinako getting her face skinned off, which that's pretty horrific. And then let's look over to the Silent Hill 2 remake, which I don't think anyone can argue is not combat heavy, but it's widely loved as a great Silent Hill remake. And I get a lot of the criticism with the melee combat not looking good yet, but everyone who has played it has said that the melee combat feels really nice. So we really just have to wait until we get to play it for ourselves and give it a fair shake. Overall, I do think any game does need fair criticism, and I think Silent Hill F is definitely getting that right now.